Here is my mind map for Module 2, Week 2, Biological Building Blocks of the Mind. The concept behind this mind map is that neurons passing along messages can be likened to delivering a letter by travelling on public transportation. It's organised so that the points that the neural impulse would pass through match up with the steps of this PTV journey. The journey's progression is depicted through arrows, whilst the separate steps or components are clearly divided into separate blocks. We begin at the soma. This is represented by an image of a train station, as it is where a signal is processed and the neuron decides whether to send it along to other neurons or not, much like how a train station processes the trains before they set off on their journeys. Once we board the train, the tracks that the train passes over represent the axon, or the length that the neural impulse travels along. Then we reach the end of the line. This is the axon terminal, the final point on an electrical impulse's journey through a neuron before it is converted into chemical messengers that are released across the synaptic gap. Here, a neurotransmitter is a chemical messenger with a specific action or role, like our imaginary passenger, whose job it is to carry this letter to the end of their journey. As they have reached the synapse, the neurotransmitters, or passengers, must leave the train or the neuron. These passengers then travel across the synapse, the gap between neurons, or in this case, the platform, to find a new train. This next train is like the dendrites of a new neuron receiving the passengers or neurotransmitters. If we have established that the axon is like the train tracks, then the myelin sheath is like a tunnel that surrounds the track, allowing the train to travel more quickly and efficiently, similarly to how myelin insulates the axon. We have reached the end of our journey, which has featured 10 terms relating to neural communication depicted via a train ride. Please note that the important letter being delivered by the person using public transportation represents the action potential, or the electrical signal sent along a neuron. Furthermore, the red part of the journey represents a presynaptic neuron, whilst the blue part of the journey represents a postsynaptic neuron. This is clearly outlined in the key found in the bottom right-hand corner of the page. Thank you for listening.